Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome to Quick Tips. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and this week is all about strongman training. And the three lifts we're going to be going over is going to be the tire flip, the Atlas stone, and the log press. Now that you guys know how to flip a strongman tire, it's time for another one of my favorite exercises, and that is going to be the Atlas stone lift. With regard to the Atlas stone, I'm not going to be using the actual 200-pound Rogue Atlas stone that I have over there because I want to be able to properly talk through this demonstration. So I'm going to be using a slam ball instead. You could use either one. With regard to the Atlas stone, one of the benefits is it is going to be a lot more firm, so you don't have to worry with regard to your grip about it kind of slipping all over the place. One of the benefits of the actual slam ball is if you do have tiles or anything like that, you could just drop it right on the floor without worrying about breaking the tiles. But for now, I'm going to be using this 150-pound slam ball. In terms of the actual setup position, I'm going to be using the Rogue yoke. And with regard to the actual height, you could start at belly button height and then gradually work your way up as it becomes more and more easy. And if you're limited with the amount of weight that you could use, that's another way that you could progress the exercise without having to go out and buy a heavier stone. So if all you have is, let's say, a 150-pound Atlas stone and getting it up to your belly is quite easy, then try getting it to the bottom of the ribs, then try getting it up to the pec, then up to the chin, and so on and so forth. But with regard to the actual starting position, what you want to do is you are going to straddle the stone. So imagine that you were to dissect the stone in half. You want your feet on either end of that. Then from this position over here, with regard to the hand placement, you want to grip it right in the center. You don't want to go too far forward or the ball's going to roll back, and you don't want to go too far back or it's going to roll forward. You want to make sure that you are even on each side. Then with regard to the lift, there are a few things. Number one, once you grip it, you're going to want to go ahead, and if you're using something like a slam ball, you can kind of just shimmy it around so that you get your hands really underneath it so that you can get a much better grip, because the slam ball, it is going to be a little bit more difficult with regard to slipping and sliding. But once you actually have your hand position set up, what you want to do is you are going to get a nice grip, and then you're going to stand up and you are going to cradle it into your thighs. So you're going to just stand up, cradle into the thighs. Then from here, you're going to get into this nice deep squat position. Once you've gotten into the deep squat, you're going to reposition your hands. So once you actually have it, you want to go ahead and place your arm forward, wrap the other one over top, and then that's going to be your regrip. Once you've done the regrip, now it's time to actually stand up. When you're standing up, you don't want to just stand straight up. You're going to kind of hunch forward a little bit, and then you want to thrust forward with the hips. By thrusting forward with the hips, it's going to allow for more explosiveness. So from this position right over here, we're going to go ahead, stand up. It's a little bit difficult when I'm explaining it, but once you actually have it in this position, then you're just going to tip it over. I'm going to do it one more time. This time I'm going to do it in real time without explaining it, so you can kind of get a better idea of how exactly it looks when you are going to be performing the actual exercise. So first thing, you want to get the ball somewhat close to the actual height of the platform. Straddle it on each side, your hands. You want to go ahead, grip it right in the center. You're going to go ahead and place it into the thighs. And then from this position right over here, we're going to explode up and toss it over. And that is the Atlas stone. In a couple days, we're going to be going over the log press.